You and I live in a world where many people live in a constant state of worry and concern, always seeking to achieve their goals quickly. It is imperative that we understand the importance of faith, patience, gratitude, and balance for a full and satisfying life. In the pursuit of success, some worry excessively about what is to come. Social pressure, fear of failure, and constant comparison with others often generate stress and frustration. This line of thinking not only steals inner peace, but also prevents us from enjoying the simple and valuable moments of everyday life, such as a pleasant conversation with a good friend or a total stranger, a dazzling and imposing sunrise, a marvelous sunset, the unpredictable flight of a butterfly, the unchosen path of a leaf falling to the ground, or the aroma of flowers. Practice gratitude, even in moments when it seems that there is absolutely nothing to be grateful for. Focusing on what we have rather than what we lack is one of the best ways to get rid of anxiety and find happiness in everyday life. When we allow ourselves to enjoy the process and not just the results, every small achievement becomes a reason to celebrate. It is very important to have goals and aspirations, but pursuing them with eager desperation can be counterproductive. The healthiest thing is to find a balance. This implies working with determination, but without letting haste and impatience dominate us. Living without haste doesn't mean giving up on our goals, but learning to move forward with serenity and enjoyment. Inner peace is not found in reaching the goal, but in how we decide to walk the path and with whom. Many people simply do not find it possible to relax. They just can't. Relaxation, like the hatching of a butterfly's cocoon, cannot be forced. It comes naturally when one understands how it works. What is it that we think we are so preoccupied with doing? Why do we sometimes obsess about things? Let's get something straight. Action is not the same as activity. They are essentially opposite in nature. Action springs from a calm mind, which is rare, whereas activity springs from a restless mind and can even be destructive. Action responds to the moment. Activity is rooted in restlessness, a compulsion to do something, anything. Oftentimes, it does not even have a beneficial purpose. Action flows from spontaneity, whereas activity is loaded with past burdens. Activity seeks an outlet for inner turmoil, dragging past anxieties into the present. Action, on the other hand, is pure, creative, and rooted in the present moment. For example, eating when hungry is action. Eating without hunger, simply to fill a void, is activity. This eating becomes an act of violence. One does not eat to nourish oneself, but to appease inner restlessness. This behavior, whether it's food, tobacco, or other harmful habits, reflects the deeper turmoil within the human being. It does not mean giving up action. Life demands responsiveness, but this responsiveness must emerge naturally, not from compulsive activity. Life is not meant to be a never-ending climb to some imaginary peak of success, at least not the success that has been sold to us for so long. A wise old man once said, "Vanity of vanities," says the preacher. "Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What does man gain by all the toil at which he toils under the sun? A generation goes, a generation comes, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun goes down, and hastens to the place where it rises. The wind blows to the south and goes around to the north. Around and around goes the wind, and on its circuits the wind returns. All streams run to the sea, but the sea is not full. To the place where the stream flows, there they flow again. All things are full of weariness. A man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, not the ear filled with hearing. What has been is what will be, and what has been done is what will be done. And there is nothing new under the sun. Is there a thing of which it is said, "See, this is new"? It has been already in the ages before us. There is no remembrance of former things, nor will there be any remembrance of later things, yet to be among those who come after. For man without God, the meaning of life is to achieve goals, in an insatiable cycle that never ends, to feel the emptiness of his being. Relaxation comes when we stop chasing, throwing punches into the void, and begin to be like Him. Jesus had a compassionate nature. He had compassion on the multitudes, because they were helpless and scattered like sheep without a shepherd. Because of His compassion, He healed their illnesses and was able to feed large multitudes. Jesus showed firmness and focus. He had a mission in life and never deviated, aware of its importance and the shortness of time. His attitude was that of a servant. He came not to be served, but to serve. He is kind and loving. Jesus was submissive to the will of His Father. He knew that dying on the cross was the only payment His Father could accept for your salvation and mine. The night Judas betrayed Him, he prayed, "My Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done." Jesus had a merciful and forgiving heart. On the cross, He prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Jesus was loving. Jesus had a reputation for being good and caring. He often healed people. He gave them life and hope. Jesus was honest and true. He never broke His own word. He spoke the truth wherever He went. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Furthermore, He was a peaceful man. He did not argue His judgment, nor did He try to force His will on people's hearts. Jesus was very close to His followers. He taught them and helped them focus on the eternal. When Jesus saw the money changers taking advantage of people, He cast them out. He said, "It is written, 'My house is a house of prayer,' but you have made it a den of thieves." Jesus was a strong but gentle leader. Wherever He went, people followed Him, eager to hear His teachings. Jesus was patient. Knowing and understanding our weaknesses, Jesus expressed His patience in the face of our unbelieving attitudes. So let's stop carrying such a heavy and unnecessary burden in this life. Let's surrender to the Lord Jesus, because He only wants what's best for us. He showed us when He went to the cross, because He loved us. Now it's up to us to believe Him. God bless.